Hello, good morning to all of you. Whosoever is seeing this video, this is a half an hour session in which we are going to talk about uh, Eklavya. We are going to talk about Drona. These are Eklavya is a trust which is run in Gurgaon by one of my colleagues, one of my friend Amit, who is kind of who was the genesis of this NGO. Uh, and we are going to talk about today about the project Drona, where there are opportunities to connect with underprivileged kids whom Eklava is working with, and to bring about tremendous change in the lives of all those people. Uh, and then we are going to talk about, then we are going to spend some time with Prashant, with Divya, who comes from an organization by the name of Verdi, who are based out in US, and who have been over a period of past 3 to 4 months, have been working tremendously well and bringing about changes in the lives of the children here. And I have with me, I would want to introduce Amarjeet, who is one of the students here, and he would want to talk about his story, the change that he has seen in all this time, and what impact does Eklavya and does Verdi Prashant Project Drona has had in his life. And I have here Minaz. So these are two students of Eklavya School, and they're going to talk in a while. So once again, welcome to all who are seeing this video, and who we are also going to put this recorded video on various digital media platforms, and there you can kind of access this video, know about what changes you can bring in the society, and what impact you can make in the lives of underprivileged children, and how you can make them and connect with us from there. So I'll start with the story of Eklavya School. So this is a school which Amit is running for almost 6 years now, along with our colleague Rashmi and Professor Gupta and myself. And we currently have around 300 children in the school. We have a facility, rented out facility within Gurgaon. It is in Prempuri, Jharsa, and we have around 300 kids, all coming from underprivileged background. Uh, their parents are either maids or construction workers. They are mostly migrant laborers who have kind of come in and who are living here. And these students, these people don't have that access to the facilities like what we got or like what our children are getting. And Eklavya and Amit's team is making sure to kind of give that access, give all the possible resources to these children, all the possible exposures to these children, and bring about a change in their lives. So this is what Eklavya is doing for over a part of past 6 years. It's been a very long but enriching journey. I've been associated with Eklavya for past 6 years. Uh, and I've seen a tremendous change in the lives of people, in the sense that in the lives of these students, some of these students, if you ask, yeah, 24.5 ka table sunaye, they'll be kind of very fast in doing that. Yesterday's incident, one of our colleague Rashmi visited a shop and for buying some books for these children, and the shopkeeper made some calculation using a calculator. Minhaj was there, and one more kid was there. The guy was doing calculation using a calculator, but these guys were doing in their mind, and they were able to point out a mistake which was done by the shopkeeper while calculating through a calculator, while Rashmi was also not able to do it incidentally. So that's the path which is traversed by Amit, by Professor Gupta, Rashmi, the Eklavya team, and that's the value which has been added to the lives of these 300 children. So now we are kind of taking one step more, and where we are kind of using technology to connect a lot more people around the world, within India and outside India, to these 300 kids, and also to lot more such underprivileged kids. who need resources, who need somebody to kind of guide them, to mentor them, to teach them, and but those resources are not available to them. So technology has come to kind of rescue, and technology is kind of acting as a bridge between somebody who wants to contribute and these children, all these underprivileged children. So that's where we are going to talk about today about Project Drona. So Drona is a project which is run under Eklavya Trust, in which we set up digital infrastructure within NGOs like such. So within Eklavya, we had kind of set up a digital infrastructure in form of computer, projector, internet, webcam, and also in 10 other such NGOs, we have set up digital infrastructure, making sure that there's a connectivity available. So we also kind of train the coordinators within these NGOs to make sure that whenever somebody is coming online, there is a seamless connectivity. On the other side, we are kind of reaching out to a lot of people who want to contribute, but they don't have an access, don't have knowledge where to go, what to do. There's a lot of people, people working in corporates, housewives, teachers, retired people, people living outside India who are willing to contribute, but that access is not there. So through Drona, we are providing that access through technology. So somebody sitting at home can mentor these kids, can teach these kids, can conduct their personality development session. A lot of change they can bring about in the lives of underprivileged children. So that's what we are doing through Drona. So I'll briefly take you to one or two slides where we see a little more details about Drona. So this you see is a live session happening of Drona, and within Eklavya, where through a computer, through a webcam, a session is being undertaken, and technology is acting as a bridge. It's a two-way interaction. So students ask questions, interact. At the same time, the person who is kind of spending time, it's a very fulfilling and enriching experience. And technology is acting like a bridge here. So as I said, so Drona is acting as a bridge between underprivileged schools with poor resources and less teachers. And these are at various places. So there's a school connected in Surat, there's a school connected in Kanpur, Faridabad, Delhi, Gurgaon. So various schools we have kind of connected through technology. And educators or mentors are also across the globe. There's somebody who kind of teaches through web from Singapore, somebody like Prashant who's been working from US, there's somebody from UK, and a lot of people in India, within India, who kind of on a very regular basis spend time with these kids. So as I said, this is what Drona does. So one is outreaching to the NGOs, then we are also developing content. Then there is also, we kind of provide logistics support to make sure that everything is being run seamlessly, and the technology part to it. So initial training of the resources who are coming in, then technical assessment of the place where the classes are going to happen. All this is kind of undertaken by Drona. We have three different programs which I want to talk about here. One is Sikshanta, where we talk about communication and life skills. So it's a 30-session program. Each session comprises of is a 2-hour session where there is a specific material which is developed for this and which is provided to somebody, an online volunteer who will be kind of teaching. I'll go through in a little more detail into this program a little while later. Then there is Siddhast, where we kind of teach online mathematics and science to these underprivileged kids. And the third program is Pratipalak. And Pratipalak is quite a focus for today's session. We are lucky to have Prashant and Divya with us, where on a very committed basis, working for past 3 months as Pratipalaks for Eklavya kids, around 15 to 20 Eklavya kids, and they have been able to bring about change in their lives. So this is a detail about Sikshanta. So it is a Sikshanta, Siddhast and Pratipalak. So Sikshanta is a 30-session exhaustive program As I said, each session comprises of 1.5 to 2 hours, and it rotates around child motivation, health and hygiene, sex education, moral values, goal setting, career counseling. One of the important aspect which is there of Shikshanta is to kind of generate dreams in the eyes of these underprivileged kids. Which dreams we believe are actually their environment kills those dreams. I mean, um, whenever even we talk to any of the kids, or when we started, I mean, they didn't really had any dream that they want to be do something big in their life. They want to be doctors, they want to be engineers. But by continuous work of Amit now, and plus that being complemented by Prashant and team, the Pratipalaks, now we are able to kind of see that vision in their life or their dreams, at least in their eyes now. And having those dreams being established, now we are pretty much optimistic about that, that they will be kind of working towards to achieve those dreams. So talking about Sikshanta, it is a 6 months program. So typically twice a week classes happen, and target audience is 10 to 15 years of age these kids are, and a batch size of 10 to 20 students. So another program is which is Siddhast, which is around classes for mathematics and science. This is done by geniuscorner.com. It's an online learning portal. We use that to kind of deliver the lectures. So volunteers are given a training on geniuscorner.com. It's a 1 or 2 hour session which we kind of give them. After that, they are kind of equipped enough to deliver their lectures on mathematics and science through geniuscorner.com. And again, the target audience is 5 to 15 years. So third grade to around 7th, 8th grade are covered through this program, and batch sizes of 10 to 20 students. And so the second topic for today is Pratipalak, which is a kids mentoring program. So this I'm going to talk a little more in detail in my next slides. So these are few sessions in action at different places. So these are in Eklavya, in New Delhi, in Faridabad, in Surat, various sessions which are being taken. These are online sessions which are happening, which you can see. Now I'm going to talk about Pratipalak. So somebody said a lot of people have gone further than they thought they could because someone else thought that they could. So currently these students, these people don't know the outside world. They don't have their dreams. Minaz will talk about his dream. When first time I talked to him about his dream, I got surprised how he knows that word. But when I inquired further, I got to know this is a result of his interaction with Prashant over the past 3 months, and he knows a lot about it. And I'm sure he will surprise you also what his dream is with that. So generating that dream is very, very kind of core part of this Pratipalak program, which is a kids mentoring program. So it includes two parts. So there is a online, we call it a mentor-mentee interaction. So the child is here. In most cases, so it comprises of two parts. There is a group interaction of all 15-20 students interact for half an hour, and then there is a one-to-one interaction. So select students interact one-to-one for 15 minutes to half an hour, and then they talk about what problems they are facing, what are their dreams, what their dreams possibly could be, what is their environment, how their family environment is supporting them. And during this interaction, a mentor also kind of tries to find out how outside this program the mentor can kind of support the child to make sure that his dream goes through. So what's specific about this program is it is a one-to-one program, and the fun of doing it or getting involved in this program is that you will be able to see that somebody who was in an underprivileged and impoverished environment has done something really great, and you were the cause of it. You were the cause to kind of for him to travel that path. But of course, that demands for a lot of commitment. So, so one required to kind of commit every Sunday 1 or 2 hours. One is required to kind of spend in this program. So these are some Pratipalak program objectives. We'll kind of share this online. This has few more details on what is the process of kind of accomplishing on this program. So assigning a mentor, scheduling, then preparing the child, then conducting the program, and documenting the progress being made through this program. Now, this part is very, very important. It talks about the commitment which is required from somebody who kind of joins as a volunteer. So, a volunteer would be required to be present online. So, it is understood that you may be in some part of the world, you may be in some other city, not in Gurgaon, but you want to kind of make the change and be the cause for the change. So you can just go online, you can get connected with us, and we will make sure that you are connected to the child you are mentoring every week, and you will be able to see what changes you are bringing. And it's not something a short-term commitment; it has to be a very long-term commitment. It cannot be a 1 or 2 weeks commitment. It has to be this. This has to be kind of running for months together and probably years. So that kind of commitment would bring a change and would give you satisfaction that I've really transformed somebody's life. Somebody who's not have got that kind of dream, that kind of aspirations and life, quality of life, had you not been there. So that kind of satisfaction is what you kind of look for through this program. So we are also putting a list of kids. We will be kind of sharing that list on various digital media programs. I can open it here. There's a list of around 30 students for whom we are looking to kind of assign a mentor, a digital mentor, Drona or a Pratipalak, who's going to make sure that that child kind of lives a fulfilling life, has a quality of life. So Sahil, Mohammed Sahil. So most of these children, these students come from a family background which is an underprivileged background. Most of the parents are either maid servants or laborers or auto rickshaw drivers or tailors or cleaners. And their parents themselves don't have that wherewithal to kind of take them life. So, and that is a chance for us to kind of make change in their life. So this was about some details about the Pratipalak program, which I shared. Now I'm going to kind of invite Prashant and Divya to talk a little more about. So they come from the organization named Worthy, and they are tremendous source of inspiration for us at Eklavya and also at Project Drona to keep moving. The good work they are doing and the changes that they are bringing in are tremendous. And I would invite them to kind of share what their experience has been over the past some time, past 3 to 4 months. They have been spending time with kids. Prashant, over to you.
थैंक यू सम्राट. सो हम लोग ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लेंगे, शायद 2 मिनट का टारगेट रखेंगे. सो दिव्या, मैं और हमारे साथ 3-4 और दोस्त लोग हैं, फ्रेंड्स. लास्ट ईयर हम लोगों ने ये बात करनी शुरू की कि इस तरह से हम कुछ लाइफ्स चेंज कर सकें, क्योंकि ऑन ग्राउंड होना, जैसे आप कह रहे थे सम्राट, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. बट वी वांटेड टू एक्सप्लोर, कैन वी यूज टेक्नोलॉजी टू डू द सेम थिंग और मे बी गो पार्ट ऑफ द वे. So fortunately we came in contact with you, with the Eklavya team. और नवंबर से हम लोग जो आप प्रतिपालक प्रोग्राम बोल रहे थे, वो हमने पायलट शुरू किया आपके साथ. और बहुत बहुत कुछ हमने भी सीखा, और शायद थोड़ा कुछ मैं सिखाया नहीं बोलना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि बच्चे बहुत स्ट्रांग हैं जिनके साथ हम काम कर रहे हैं. बट उन लोगों के साथ हमने कन्वर्स किया, बातें की, और थोड़ी शायद होप जगाई उन्होंने हमें और हमने उनमें. तो वो दैट वाज द बिग पिक्चर. लेकिन मैं अगर 2 पॉइंट एक हाईलाइट कर सकूं, अगर आपकी परमिशन हो तो, कि ये जो हमारा पर्सपेक्टिव था कि मैं बहुत ऑनेस्टली ये बात बता रहा हूँ आपको, वेरी हम्बली, हमारा पर्सपेक्टिव जब हमने शुरू किया था इंटरैक्शन की, हम हेल्प करेंगे. और आज के दिन करीब 3-3.5-4 महीनों के बाद में आई कैन से विद एब्सोल्यूट श्योरिटी कि हेल्प शब्द हमारे मन में नहीं है. हम जो कर रहे हैं वो कि हम म्यूचुअली इनेबल कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे को, कि हम कोशिश करते हैं कि बच्चों की दुनिया में जाएं और कंसिस्टेंसी जैसा आप कह रहे थे बहुत जरूरी है उसके लिए. दे नीड टू कनेक्ट विद अस एंड लाइकवाइज हम उनको ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट दे कि दे लेट अस बी इन देयर वर्ड और फिर म्यूचुअली अच्छी चीजें हो. तो वो चीज it's something so beautiful I cannot put in words. Maybe Divya will be able to, so I'll hand it over to her now. Go ahead, Divya.
Thanks. So for me, I think it was I teach. I'm a teacher. I teach at a independent school, so I kind of work with children almost all day. And for me, I think it was a learning experience in itself because पहली बात तो मैंने कभी टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करके किसी से लाइक एक्सेप्ट फॉर ऑथर्स एंड इलस्ट्रेटर्स दैट आई हैव डन फॉर माय क्लासरूम मैंने किसी से बात नहीं की कभी कि you know I'm talking to somebody in India and I'm actually mentoring. So this was a totally new concept and using it as a way to connect with children as intelligent and smart as the ones we had was wonderful. So thank you so much for that and creating this space. And the second thing I felt was पहला जो theme था मेरे दिमाग में वो था equality and democratic. Those were two words that always stay in my mind as a teacher because I think those two words makes education in general very equitable and very like high quality. Those two words I think make it high quality and equitable. And both two words ke saath we started that we'll never make it about us or about them. We'll make it about all of us together. So I think that was one theme that came up. And the second thing was I never thought of them as being less than me. So I'm not on a pedestal because I am the teacher and they are the takers. So there were no givers and takers. We were like mutually doing something to each other. It wasn't about, you know, कि हमारे पास कुछ है और हम दे रहे हैं कुछ भी नहीं है हमारे पास. It was always coming up with questions, guiding, and you know taking them, giving them a direction, and they came up with the answers. We never like if we had a theme that we were working on for that day, it was always very open-ended questions. We never answered the theme for them. They did all the thinking. So if we are talking about, say, responsibility, then we would, you know, show them a video or talk about a story and then have a question that would be open-ended enough, like, what do you think happened here? And they would unfold what their understanding is. So we didn't teach, we unfolded. It was a completely different experience than, you know, teaching to rather than learning from. And so those two ideas were probably the main ideas we had when we were doing our sessions. The second thing, I don't know if Prashant would agree or not. It was at the beginning, it was slightly dicey because we were trying to figure out what we are going to do and how this is going to build. But they'll show you the way, you know, you don't have to do anything. They'll take you where they want to go and you just go with the flow. So leaders are the children and you just follow them. That's the second thing we learned. So, yeah.
Absolutely. The second point you had, Divya, was, can I say just one thing there, Samrat?
Please.
So, वो बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि we did not anticipate our experiences कि इस तरह से shape हो जाएंगे जब पिछले 3 महीनों में शायद अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगी मैं बोलूँ कि जितना शायद हमने बच्चों की जिंदगी को अफेक्ट किया है उतना ही इक्वली मे बी मोर उन्होंने हमें अफेक्ट किया है, made us better sounding adults. I mean, that's even a word in this context. कि हम और क्या कर सकते हैं और सिर्फ एक्शन की बात करें, not just, you know, it's very easy to donate and do charity and walk away. So absolutely वो हमारे दिमाग में कभी नहीं था. We are fortunate, as Divya was saying, कि we have found a way with you, with Eklavya, that now we have a way. We'll just take it all the way. And hopefully more, you know, team members will join with us. That's all I wanted to say.
Wonderful, Prashant and Divya. I think very good points that you brought out. I cannot emphasize enough. I mean, it is a two-way process. And same has been my experience when I have been associated with Eklavya, when I have been kind of working with Drona. As much as the children grow, we also grow. I mean, and that's a very good way of putting it, which you have put. Only thing which is required for this mutual growth is the commitment, and that commitment has to come from somebody who's been volunteering, and that I've seen tremendous commitment, and you've been a source of inspiration, both Divya and Prashant, to me as well. So that's also a demand for anybody who kind of listens to this video, and who wants to kind of engage with this program, who wants to kind of contribute, not in form of charity, contributing money, but really changing people's life, really changing underprivileged children's life. And such change which has been brought about, I'm just going to kind of hand it over to Amarjeet here. He's going to talk about what dream he generated for himself, and now not only generating that dream, also being on that path. So that dream, though was generated by Prashant, now Amit has kind of taken it over to kind of take it to next level. So we are working as a team here, but the point is that they need to kind of look up to somebody who kind of puts that dream in their eyes, and they see that okay, this can become a reality someday. So I would ask Amarjeet. Amarjeet, आप थोड़ा सा बताइए आपके एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में.
हेलो सर.
हाँ, बताइए.
सर मुझे पहले बहुत शौक था क्रिकेट खेलने का, तो मैंने सर आपसे बात किया तो सर, तो आपने बोला कि डेली प्रैक्टिस करो, और मैंने डेली करता हूँ, करता था, और अभी भी कर रहा हूँ. और जब अमित सर को पता चला तो अमित सर हमें कल ले गए खेलने अजंता पब्लिक स्कूल में.
तो अमरजीत को शौक बहुत था, बट उसे ये नहीं पता था कि हाँ, क्रिकेट could also become a career and it could be taken that seriously. So when talking to Prashant, Prashant guided him. Okay, this can turn into something very big, and this can really transform your life. So Amarjeet was just telling me before the session that after talking to Prashant, he hung a ball within his room, and daily, just after his dinner, before his dinner, whenever he got time, he was just hitting the ball. And yesterday, Amit took him to the stadium, and Amit played with him, and Amit saw a tremendous player in him. So had Prashant not been there, or had a mentor like such not been there, I'm sure Amarjeet would not have been on that path. So thanks to Prashant, and thanks to mentors, and thanks to technology also, I would say that there is a potential, and we are on that path to change lives of people. I now request Minhaz. Minhaz is a student in Eklavya, and Minhaz को मैं बोलूँगा कि वो शेयर करेगा कि प्रशांत के साथ इंटरेक्शन जो भी सेशंस होते हैं उसमें उनका क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा और उन्हें क्या चेंज लगा. Minhaz बताओ.
पहले मैं साइंटिस्ट बनना चाहता था, मेरे को बहुत शौक था साइंटिस्ट बनने का, लेकिन मेरे को पता चला कि साइंटिस्ट में बहुत अलग अलग तरह के होते हैं. तो एक दिन मैंने न्यूज़ पे देखा कि रोबोट्स बनाने वाले साइंटिस्ट होते हैं, SAI, साइंटिस्ट ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. तो मैं वो बनना चाहता था, लेकिन मैंने कुछ दिनों बाद ऑनलाइन क्लास होती थी हर संडे, तो मैंने उसमें सुना, सर ने बताया मुझे कि SAI बहुत अलग अलग के तरह के होते हैं जो सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं. तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि रोबोट सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्राम बनाना चाहता हूँ. मैं रोबोट सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्राम इसलिए बनाना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूँ बॉर्डर पे जो हम सभी को, पूरे इंडिया वालों को मदद करते हैं सेना, उनको हेल्प करने के लिए. ऐसे कई खतरनाक जगह है बॉर्डर पे, तो वही वो किसी फौजी सेना की जगह रोबोट को भेजे और चेक करें ये डेंजरस एरिया है या फिर नहीं, तब जाके मेरा यही सपना है.
Wonderful, wonderful work. Prashant, tremendous work. I'm really, really inspired. And by the way, I don't have that much knowledge about SAI, or whether I didn't even know like there is a term existing and what it can do before talking to Minas. And by the way, I come from IIT, so I just read, okay, there's something artificial intelligence or something there. But Minas has as deep or probably better knowledge than I have. And thanks to you, Prashant, for kind of putting him in that path to kind of keep on exploring that path. And I'm sure the way he's on to his study now, the day is not far when we'll really see him that he's actually doing stuff like that for us, for humanity.
Just a small note, Samrat. हमारे साथ 4 और team members हैं. Because of the logistics वो यहाँ नहीं है, but you know we are all humbled. I can say that. क्योंकि उनमें से 2 जो हैं वो super smart brain हैं, और I think that's where Minaz was going. But I'll just just humbly say thank you for giving us the opportunity for all of us.
Right. Yeah. So Prashant has a team of 3 more people. So Divya is here. There are 2 more people who on a regular basis on every Sunday when people are enjoying their holidays. So they are here spending time with kids. By grace of technology, it is possible that they are based out of US and they are at their homes, but still they are creating those changes and being the cause of that change in a slum in Gurgaon. We are right now sitting in Prempuri, Jharsa, which, and on all 4 sides there is a concrete jungle, and within that, in the inside of that is this slum where all the migrant laborers and everybody lives. And these children come from there, and I'm sure he's going to be a cricketer someday, and he's going to be a artificial intelligence software designer for artificial intelligence, and going to design robots for us in future. So thanks a lot again to Prashant, to Divya, so anybody who's kind of listening to this chat, and we would welcome. So we put all this on the social media platform of Eklavya, Drona, and Verdi. And any questions on how you could associate, and by spending 1 hour a week sitting at your home, you could be the cause of the change in children like such in their lives and generate those dreams. This is much more than kind of donating money to somebody on the roadside. This is much more. This is like the real change you could kind of bring about. So we invite all of you. So we have 30 more kids whom we are looking for to kind of assign to a mentor or to a pratipalak who would be on a regular basis, would be interacting with you all, and would be looking forward to the change in their lives. So thank you all of you. Thank you, Prashant, and thank you, Divya,
Thank you.
for your time.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye Minas. Bye Amarjit.
Bye.
Bye.